All right, so Battlefield 6, okay, player count's declining. Season 2 is upon us here, okay? We watched Big Fry TV yesterday saying he's done with the drip fed. He is absolutely done with it. The devs are acknowledging the issue right now, okay? So, again, if you guys like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Battlefield 6 dev commit on declining player count ahead of Season 2 launch, okay? Battlefield 6 developers are also hoping that the players either return to the shooter or experience for the first time when the Season 2 update launches later this week. Despite being the best-selling game of 2025, I love how they have to put that in there, right? Let's be honest. Just because Roadkill wrote this article. Yeah. Just kidding, Roadkill, right? Just because Roadkill made it the #1 best-selling game of 2025, what they posted, right? Best. It's like a restaurant. It's like a restaurant when they say world's best pizza, right? World's best pizza. You can't argue with that, right? You can't, because you're like, are they the world's best? An Italian guy could come in and go, I like your pizza. And they go, wow, an Italian guy came in from Italy and he said he liked our pizza. We're world famous, right? So saying that the best-selling game of 2025, sure. But it's only the last 3 months of the stuff, right? It really should go best-selling game in a 12-month cycle, okay? In a 12-month cycle, how many copies did you sell? That's what they should say. But they like to do that because that's what they're like, oh, Battlefield 6 is the best-selling game. I gotta buy it. It's the best-selling game. I gotta buy it. Battlefield 6 has continued to see a rapid decline in player count over the last few months. The developer, Battlefield Studios, seems to be well aware of the drop-off. No shit. You think so? Do you think they know? I mean, let's look it up. Battlefield 6 Steam charts. Let's look it up real time here. Yeah, I would say that is quite a bit of now it's not high guard type of drop off, but it's a pretty big drop off for what it is. Now, obviously, they don't care. And why don't they care, chat? You want to say it with me? Let's see if you guys understand why they don't care. Okay? Why don't they care that people are dropping? I'll let you guys say it in chat and then I'll come back to you. All right? So Battlefield 6 has continued to be rapid decline. They know this, the drop-off, as teams say after the disastrous launch of Battlefield 2042 back in 2021, it was vital that EA came back with a bang. In 2025, the publisher did just that with the release of Battlefield 6, receiving rave reviews and soaring to the top of the Steam's most played games. And the latest entry in the series peaked at more than 747,000 concurrent users on the platform. That's well short of 100 million people, huh? 100 million people. As fans praise the newest Battlefield, well, let's be honest. I don't know if they were all fans. I don't know if they were all real traditional fans. That's the word today, chat. Traditional. I don't know if they were traditional fans, but they were fans. They were fans, right? The latest entry of the series packed more than 747,000 concurrent platform. Fans praised the newest Battlefield game as they returned to form. Did it return to form? Unfortunately, its post-launch support has been a huge decline in players, at least on Steam, with the recent user reviews score dropping to a mix. Well, when you say at least on Steam, the only reason they can say that is because we can see it on Steam. I could tell you it's probably even worse on console, okay? So Battlefield 6 devs hoping that Season 2 boosts the player count. While Battlefield 6 initially launched, saw over 700,000 concurrent players flock to the title on Steam alone, recent weeks and months haven't been too kind to the shooter. Since it released in October of 2025, Battlefield 6 was lost 89% of its player base on Steam. If anyone uses 89% of anything, it's probably bad. Even weight. If you lose 89% of your weight, you're probably going in the opposite direction. You were overbeast, overweight, and now you're skinny and you're about to die. Okay, 89% drop. That is terrifying, right? That's like, holy Christ. That's bad. And you don't want to lose 89% that fast. So according to Charlie Intel on Twitter, the developer has told them that the team is biting their nails ahead of Season 2. Why? You guys have already made your money, right? You guys already made your money. So released this week. Now the trailer has dropped and the roadmap has dropped, and they're still sitting in all chairs, biting their nails a little bit. A developer told them that an unnamed developer then says that they are hoping as many players as possible will come back to the game or check it out for the first time when Season 2 releases. Season 2 of Battlefield 6. Let me tell you something. If you do not have Battlefield 6 right now, if you don't have Battlefield 6, do not buy Battlefield 6. Because Battlefield 6, okay, right now, if they lose this much player base, if Season 2 comes out and they lose more player base and more people don't come back to play the game, guess what? The game will get fixed. Maps will get fixed. Gun mechanics will get fixed. Hit detection would get fixed. Maybe they would drop Red Sec because not many people are playing it and they can get rid of the Battle Royale and start focusing on the actual game. They would stop putting limited time events inside the game. If nobody plays the game, they will just abandon the game. And then they will reset the game and try again for Battlefield 7. And what you do when Battlefield 7 comes out, you do not pre-order Battlefield 7. You do not buy day one of Battlefield 7. You do not buy week one of Battlefield 7. You let them bite their nails or sweat until they make an actual complete game like Crimson Desert. If Crimson Desert promises that there is a full-fledged game with no microtransactions, obviously Battlefield is going to have microtransactions. But what we're asking for is Battlefield to be Battlefield again. Okay? So Season 2 of Battlefield 6 will release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC on Tuesday. Wait a minute, that's today. February 17th, bringing in new content to the shooter. And it's free to play Battle Royale counterpart Battlefield Red Sec. Players will be able to check out the new multiplayer map known as Contaminated, which is set as a German airbase in the European mountainside. And there's also a return of the iconic Little Bird helicopter from Battlefield 3, new weapons, and more. Isn't that great? Aren't you guys excited that they brought back a helicopter that was in Battlefield 3? Why wasn't that at launch? Why wasn't that in the game at launch? That's a question for you, huh? Why wasn't that at launch? So the next season of Battlefield 6 was initially due to launch last month, but the publisher EA announced a disappointing delay for Battlefield 6 Season 2 just days before it is expected to release. I wonder why. Due to ongoing player feedback surrounding the game's first season. EA and Battlefield Studios said that the revised launch date was allowed to extra time to further develop and refine Season 2. I wonder if Season 2 was just lackluster as Season 1 and what they did. Again, this is my speculation. I don't actually know if this happened or not. But I wonder if they took Season 3 and merged it with Season 2, so Season 2 looked a little bit more full. But people looked at Season 2 and said, this ain't enough. And I wonder what's going to happen now. Because if Season 2 is not enough, and Season 3 was moved into Season 2 to give Season 2 a little bit more fluff, it's like when women try to stuff their bra, or people try to put stuff in their ass to make their ass look bigger. That's what Battlefield has potentially done here with Season 2. They've taken and they've stuffed their bra to make it look more attractive, okay? The addition month of the development time led to many to believe that the second season would have tons of content for players to check out, but many have been left disappointed by the release of the roadmap, which we saw Big Fried TV's video yesterday, right? With only one map available at launch of Season 2, and the additional map set to arrive on March 17th, fans are left shocked when they discovered that the more limited time modes and events than there are actual new maps. As the biggest competitor to Call of Duty, many players think that Battlefield has dropped the ball, as Black Ops 7 post-launch support has been monumental despite its troubled launch. While Battlefield 6's second season will only bring in 2 new maps to the game, Black Ops 7 has 9 multiplayer maps releasing over the course of 2 seasons, 5 of which are brand new. So there you go. They understand, and they're very nervous. They're like, man, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do with all the money that we made from the original launch, right? My question to you guys, chat, is there live service, fatigue, right? Is there live service fatigue? Is the content drought in cycles? Like there's less content right now, but Season 3 is going to be a massive success, right? That'll bring the players back. That'll bring everyone back, right? And are the players' expectations, what's the word I'm looking for? Are their expectations too high compared to the devs' pipeline? Are we expecting too much from a game? Again, I'm not even buying it. I'm not buying this game. The only time I'm going to play this game when it comes out is when it hits Game Pass. Because when it hits Game Pass, it'll be at least 12 months, if not a little longer. Okay? And by that time, it's not going to be complete, but the game will be better off than it was 12 months prior, right? Compare this to the worst game. This is what they've always done. They've compared Battlefield 6 to the worst Battlefield, which is not Hardline, by the way, which is now 2042. 2042 is the worst game. And they don't compare Battlefield 6 to the other Battlefield games. They compare it to 2042, right? Broke at launch, unredeemable reputation damage to the series. A 1-2 combo. Battlefield 5 to Battlefield 2042 to now Battlefield 6, right? So can the trust be rebuilt? You look at a game like No Man's Sky, you look at Cyberpunk 2077. The difference between these two games and what Battlefield 6 is that No Man's Sky is a single-player game. There's a multiplayer aspect of it, but there's a single-player game. Cyberpunk 2077 is a single-player game. These came back because they fixed the single-player experience. This is a multiplayer game. There's so much damage done to this, hence why we have a song called Battlefield's Back, but fix it, please, because it's still broke, right? So can trust be rebuilt with EA and Battlefield series? Or people look at it and go, well, it sold the most. It's not damaged. You don't know what you're talking about, Dirty. You're right. It's not damaged. Nothing about this is damaged. The best-selling game of 2025 has lost 89% of their population. Nothing to worry about. You're absolutely correct, right? People are delusional. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. If you like what I do here, check out some other videos. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, Battlefield's back, we'll fix it, please. Hey, hey, Battlefield's right. Hey, hey, we'll fix it, please. Hit detections while bring it to its knees. Maps look